I had to point out this Facebook post that Dorie Clark, who is an accomplished and a well-respected writer, made back in October 26, 2020. It reads verbatim, "How does one fight the odds of workplace favoritism? Your best opinion may not be a straightforward conversation." She made an interesting publication on fastcompany.com, and the link to the article is included in this YouTube video description. I just wanted to speak on this real quick. Let me make this clear. Workplace favoritism happens everywhere. Because we live in an imperfect world. This world is flawed. So there is no corner of the earth where they're perfect. So workplace favoritism, in my personal opinion, it happens everywhere. In my personal opinion, it happens in every company. You just don't know who directly is doing it. But workplace favoritism will always be around until the end of time, until this world is no more. So the question that Dorie Clark posed on her Facebook back in October 26, 2020, how does one fight the odds of workplace favoritism? The first initial action step that people who are looking to better their lives have to come to terms with reality is you will never, number one, be paid what you believe you are worth or what your skill set commands in a salary. That's the absolute ironclad truth. Until you come to terms with that, you will continue working for that employer. You will continue tolerating workplace favoritism. You will continue waking up in the morning with a headache, going to a job that you probably can't stand. You will continue settling for less. You will continue tolerating others being favored over you for raises and promotions when you probably did more work and went above and beyond in your career than they did. But workplace favoritism, unfortunately, it happens to good people. When you personally feel that workplace favoritism has bested you, not only do you need to get in the mindset that working for someone else will never allow you to unleash your true creative, productive potential. Working for someone else, you will always be in the what's the word that I want to use? You will always be in bondage. The word is bondage. You will always be in bondage, confined to that employer's rules and regulations, working paycheck to paycheck. If you want to overcome workplace favoritism, ladies and gentlemen, I ideally recommend to get out of that emotional comfort zone that you're in. The emotional comfort zone may be comfortable in thinking or living a certain way. Comfortable meaning you are not open to changing mentally, changing the way you think, changing your daily routines, changing perhaps even your body weight by, doing a weight loss transformation. Comfort zone meaning you're okay waking up at a certain time in the morning, going to a job. You don't want to get out of that because you've been doing it for the last 10, 15, or 20 years. In order to achieve positive change, something has to change with you. And it starts with changing the way you think, getting into that entrepreneurial side hustle mindset. If you feel workplace favoritism is working against you, get in the entrepreneurial mindset. You're probably one of thousands or maybe millions of good working class people that have been walking around with a creative business idea in the back of your mind but for so long, but because your daily schedule and feeling bombarded or bogged down with things that you have to do every day has probably been holding you back from getting the side hustle going online. It's been likely holding you back. So the best way to get revenge on your employer or operations coordinator or vice president, assistant vice president, or whoever else, or that favored someone else over you for a salary, for a raise and a promotion, start a side hustle. You're never too old to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Some companies are not only actively engaged in workplace favoritism and they know what they're doing, but some companies, not all, some, allegedly prey on certain employees and keep tabs of their career progress and wait until that person gets close to retirement. And as they inch closer to retirement, they allegedly set the person up for wrongful termination. That's also another subliminal form of workplace favoritism, because they're ruining that person's chance of living a healthy retirement, a financially healthy retirement. So you have to start a side hustle. You have to learn, okay, how to use the internet, how to get started with a self-hosted WordPress blog, how to turn those creative ideas that's been sitting in the back of your mind rambling for so long into a viable online business idea and turn it into a sustainable and a profitable online business that generates passive income. When workplace favoritism occurs, it's also a test of your personal confidence in yourself. How much do you believe in yourself to start an online business in secret as a means of building your self-confidence, as a means of generating a secondary stream of passive income, as a means of silently overthrowing your boss that favored someone else over you for a raise and promotion? Do you know your employer will feel beyond stuck on stupid if you started a work from home side hustle and made over $1 million in secret without telling anyone on the job? Do you know that's one of the ways of achieving the sweetest revenge against an authoritative figure on your job who favored someone over you? Do you know that would heap coals of fire upon their minds, that the one that they shunned off, the one they kicked to the curb, the one that they called a weirdo, the one that they said, get back there, stay in the back and work, the one that they treated less is the one that became an online millionaire working from home. You became a millionaire working from home? What? Get out of town, man. That would literally heap coals of fire on your boss's mind. So if you feel you have been kicked to the curb, suppressed, put down, belittled, and your boss favored someone over you, start a business. No employer, no boss, no authoritative figure, no vice president, assistant vice president, operations coordinator, no one in a management position wants to know that the low-level employee became a millionaire off of their stupidity, the authoritative figure's stupidity. So don't allow workplace favoritism to bring you down, because there's more than one way to build a financially healthy future. And I'm going to tell you, it is not by staying on your cushy 9 to 5 or third shift 11 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. graveyard shift job, working in production or doing data entry. That's not it. Starting a side hustle on the internet can make you a millionaire. Believe in yourself and do the transformation work. Thank you for listening. This is an inspiring episode of Side Hustle Inspiration. Subscribe, like,